Welcome to my channel. Darren Villaging and More presents part 3 of 4, creating LED platform lighting for my Werewolf in the Cemetery build. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more. Before we begin, let's do a quick review of where the LED lights are going to go. Starting on the far left, there will be a breathing warm white LED on the top platform. To the right of that and on the lower platform will be another warm white breathing LED. These will both be focused on the werewolf figure. Behind the tombstones down on the lower level will also be a green flickering LED. Up on the top platform will be a flickering orange LED amongst the 3 tombstones, and in the very back will be a blue flickering LED behind 2 tombstones. Let's get started making the LED spotlights for the platform. When I make LED spotlights for a platform, I will use the leads of the LEDs as anchors in the foam. All foam, so long as it isn't wet, is non-conductive and will not cause a short. The first part of this is to determine how you want the LED to sit on the platform and where the light is going to shine. A general rule of thumb: the longer the LED leads are, the more focused the light will be, as it will be closer to the object being illuminated. Whereas, the shorter the leads are, then the light will be more broad spread as the LED is further away. I've taken this LED and bent the leads to where I will secure it into the platform. Above the bend, I will apply heat shrink to the base of the LED, and as there isn't exactly a measurement on where I made the bend in the LED leads, I'll slide on heat shrink and then mark with my finger how much is needed. I'll slide it off and then snip the heat shrink to fit. I will vary the lengths on the heat shrink as to not have both the positive and negative solder joints so close together. I'll then solder the proper resistor for each LED onto the positive side or anode and apply heat shrink over the resistor. I'll solder a 6 to 8 inch lead wire for both the positive and negative side. Let's talk about resistance for a moment. Calculating for resistance using a 3 volt power supply, any LED that is 3 volt rated had a 0.25 watt 10 ohm resistor with plus or minus 5% used, and any LED that was 2 volt rated had a 0.25 watt 0.68 ohm plus or minus 5% resistor used. I'll go ahead and get these 5 LEDs assembled with their lead wires before we move on to feeding the wires through the XPS foam. So here we have a nail file, and I've attached the leads for our LED to it, and I'm going to be shoving it through the foam where our LED should go. Now, I already had holes in the foam for this, and I believe I actually forgot to mention that in one of my earlier videos, that yes, I did use this nail file where I had marked X's on the spot, just shove it through and poke a hole through so I could later come back and feed the wires. Once all the LEDs are fed through the platform, it should look something like this, where they're pointed in their general directions and sticking up. They will be hidden by accessories later, but we need to focus first on completing the circuit. So taking a look at this, it's a bit of a mess. We can do better, so let's clean that up. All of the lead wires have been pulled to the center and secured with heat shrink, and a power jack is applied, so let's move on to bench testing. Let's get some power applied and see how our LEDs look on this platform. And perfect, they do work, that's always a plus. So just take a quick look. This is perfect. So now we can move on to part 4 of assembling the platform. Thank you for watching. This has been Darren's Villaging and More presents part 3 of 4, creating LED platform lighting for my Werewolf in the Cemetery build. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned, part 4 is coming soon.